give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and ask not for reward, save that of knowing that I do your most holy
Okay, amen. So, with that gallery, photo shoot muna tayo para makita tayo. Hindi pa tayo pagod. Are we ready? Si Alay nag-opera so okay lang siya.
All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Part 1 lang yan. So good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming to our coordination meeting for all incoming district polio coordinators. I'd like to introduce one of my team in the committee of End Polio for the zone level. We have presently, he's the district polio coordinator of 3860 and he's our incoming secretariat, Ricky Andres. So Rick, hi. Okay,
hello everyone. Hi, good afternoon.
So kung kulang yung mga emails ko, hindi kukulangin dahil si Ricky will assist. And then from 3770, we have Lou all the way in San Francisco. So medyo ano na, gabing-gabi na sa San Francisco. Lou, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Good evening to you. 3780, Doc Irene. Doc Irene, hi! Unmute, Doc. Na-miss namin boses mo. Wala. Muted ka,
Unmute.
Doc.
Okay, hi.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc. I wait.
Yes, Doc.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. 3790, wala pa. Joining pa si Carla, nag-text siya. 3800, Elmer.
Hi, good afternoon to all.
Early bird si Elmer. Nung na-on na yung laptop, uy, andyan na pala si Elmer. Mag-ano muna ako.
Dalawa kasi, Gob, dalawa yung Zoom meeting ko eh. The other one is here in my ear.
Kaya multitasking tayo. Meron din ako sa cellphone ko. Pwede ako stop video doon. And then 3810, wala si Raymond. 3820, wala din si Jay. 3830, ayan si Mabel.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi. 3830. 3850, wala si June Kwan. 3860, andyan si Alain, currently doing an OR. But I'm glad stop video siya, nakikinig siya. 3860. 3870, andito si Tita. Uy, nawala si Tita. She was here earlier. Unstable yung connection. Anyway, I'll go through these slides. I hope we're done before 3, quarter or there, 2:30 or a little past. Pat, the slide, please. Okay, so welcome, proper welcome. And the next. Just to go through this for the benefit of our newbies, our new incoming coordinators. These are our senior leaders. We have 2 committees, actually, the End Polio Now Countdown to History and the International Polio Plus Committee. For the End Polio Now Countdown to History, the chair is past RI President John Germ, who is also the trustee-elect. So after Ravi, our past RI President Ravi Ravindran this year, past Rotary International President John Germ will also hold that position. Ang daing position nasa kanya next year. And then his vice chair is past Rotary International Director Robert Hall and Rotary International President nominee Jennifer Jones is his co-chair. For the International Polio Plus Committee, the chair is past Rotary International Vice President Mike McGovern. Incidentally, the districts with an RLI Who amongst you have an RLI already or who went through RLI? Alam ko 37, 3870 tapos na sa RLI. 3850 is going through RLI. 3770 is having their RLI. So that's the Rotary Leadership Institute, and Mike McGovern here is the chair for the RLI. He took this position last July of 2020. Next slide, please. So in the zone 10A, ito yung team sa zone 10A. So we have RRFC, that's Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator, past District Governor June Farcon, our EMGA Endowment Major Gifts Advisor, past District Governor Jess Nickdow, and yours truly for End Polio Now. Now, this is just the TRF team. The other zone coordinators are actually RPIC, that's Regional Public Image Coordinator, past District Governor Ray Castillo, and our Rotary Coordinator is past District Governor Onyet Reyes. But we're focusing on the TRF team. Next slide, please. So in the End Polio Now team for the zone, I am ably supported by past District Governor Ernest Uyek, who's the Deputy End Polio Now Coordinator, and we now have our secretariat, that's Ricky Andres, who's an incumbent district polio coordinator. Actually, he has 2 roles in the district next year, but he gladly accepted the role of being our secretariat. Thank you, Ricky. Next slide, please. So we hope that you will register for our Regional Foundation online training. We have 2 days, actually 1 day kasi half day lang yung sa May 27 and then half day din sa May 28. This is actually your passport to hold on to your position for the coming RY 2021-2022. This is actually a crash course for all of you. When we had our 6 weeks training, you're only having what, 2 days in half a day per day. So that's the training that you will be getting. Next slide, please. The next slide will show the program, pero ang liit-liit. I'll just send that to you. Mostly on May 27, we'll be hearing speeches and overview. But on May 28, this is where we will need each other because this will be the breakout session. For End Polio, we have about an hour to discuss. But the plan is you will come prepared. Kaya medyo nag-cheat tayo ngayon, cheating tayo. Pini-preempt ko kayo. We will already present more or less the plans from your district and the plans for the whole zone. Like what we did before, although we started late, we consolidated, let's say, our merchandises in a catalog, which is really one good idea that is to be emulated actually by other zones. They like the idea, which I shared to them, the consolidation of merchandises of different districts. And I've been hearing some districts wanting to do this, wanting to do that. Actually, these merchandises exist now. So we can just link them together and help each other. Next slide, please. Sorry ha, mahina ang mga connection natin sa internet. Kaya ang bagal nung Miss Universe, akala ko the winner is Miss Philippines. Hindi pala, Miss Mexico. Okay. Next slide, please.
Okay lang daw.
There, okay. This is what I was requesting for you to submit. So I received some reports of the district polio coordinators. I received Elmer's, I received Mabel's and Tita's. Irene, I've not received yours pa.
Yes, ma'am. I just talked with Governor Ray, so he said na yung aming district goals, he said it today, sent it today. So parang kami po,
Alright.
$50 per head.
Okay.
Per
Then I received the one of Carla. Wala pa ako kay Raymond, although Gov Connie said that they're going to look into this. And then kay Elaine, 3860, they already pledged 20% of their DDF. I got an email from District Governor-elect Ana Bumagat. And then the rest, wala pa. Nevertheless, etong district polio coordinators goal is actually what was given by RI, plus minus, nadagdagan lang natin yung attendance. Actually, what we added was the attendance of clubs to polio webinars, summits, and town hall. That was what we just added. So if you go through it, you will just check, develop strong relationship with regional and district leaders. So you have your district team, your governor, your TRF team. Sa region naman tayo, we meet monthly. By the way, we will meet monthly. That's already a mandate. We need to meet monthly. Usually at the first week of the month, we follow after the TRF team meets. The TRF team composed of the TRF Foundation team, whom I introduced earlier, and your DRFC and the ARRFC. So yun yung magmi-meet usually the first week of the month, followed by us tayo. Minsan nauuna tayo para you'll have an idea what I will be presenting to the TRF team. Now, increase giving to Polio Plus in cash and DDF total. By now, you have an idea of the running balance that your district has contributed as of March 31. Now, with that, you have an idea, add 10%. But some of the districts have increased, and I heard there will be some surprises by June. So let's wait for that surprise from some districts. Increase the giving of DDF to Polio Plus by how much? So for those who have given their 20% DDF, that's very, very appreciated. Yun yung RI citation. But if you wish to give more, oh my goodness, that's more than welcome. And for the district that gave part of their DDF, we welcome that. But if you have uncommitted DDF, please donate it to polio. Then increase the number of clubs giving a minimum of 1,500. So for example, in District 3790, I was there the other day. From 3 clubs last year, there are now 8 clubs that contributed $1,500, more than the 10% increase requested. I know 3860 for one from 21 clubs last year. They're now up to 28 clubs that contributed 1,500. And then here, help at least 50% of the clubs register for the World Polio Day. I think we can do this. This is more of an admin function in a club level. Will they register their polio activities? It's just a matter of following up. Help number of clubs in your district to recognize World Polio Day. Again, this is doable. And then help clubs in your district to have all members to give at least $10 to polio. This is doable, but we need to explain how, and we need to let them understand why. Use the correct End Polio Now logo. I believe the public image team has been going around discussing about the branding, but I will be sharing with you updates on the End Polio Now branding, considering that some districts have been seen wearing different colored End Polio Now shirts and even changing the logo color of the End Polio Now from red to different colors. And then encourage that all clubs in your district include the End Polio Now logo in their bulletins, banners. So we'd appreciate it very much. If looking down at the bottom, you have the Zone 10A master brand. We place here the End Polio logo, but if the club decides or the district decides to put the Rotary theme, serve to change lives, that's very much welcome. And you can put the End Polio somewhere in the corner of that stationery. So you can put it in the bottom kaya or somewhere, as long as there's an End Polio Now logo. And then ensure the attendance. So definitely we'll have polio webinars, we'll have summits and town halls. In tentatively, we may have our polio summit in October. So we're still hoping that the platform of 3780, Doc Irene, if you would still be willing to host, kasi kayo yung district has the biggest, the capacity to host Zoom. I think you have 1,000.
Yes, ma'am. I'll inform them right away.
Yes po. So we'll have again the polio summit in as much as it was successful during our first time last year. Perhaps you'd like to do it this year. sa lahat ng districts, I think you will agree to the other DPCs here. I think their District 3780 has the maximum capacity in their Zoom of 1,000.
DPC lang.
Karamihan, I think 300, iba 100 lang. So we're very grateful to be able to use the platform of 3780. Next slide, please. So this is for the NPolio now. Now, this is every month, but let's not do it every month. Let's do it na lang every quarter. Kasi mas malaki ang nakikita natin na growth every quarter. It's good that we had this data for March 31. So this is the data that has been filled up by the incumbent district polio coordinators. And hopefully, to the newbies, I hope your district polio coordinators gave you a copy of the standing, and we will be monitoring it until the end of this Rotary year in June. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, just a reminder, this is in summary actually, our polio fund goals. To get the Rotary citation, eto yung Rotary International, all over the world, the goal is to raise 50 million to be matched by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation 1:2. For clarification, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will still match our $50 million. There is no truth that just because they divorce, they will not anymore match. Remember, this is the foundation. This is not about Bill and Melinda Gates. So it has been confirmed that the match will still be 1:2. For the district goals, 20% of the DDF, the match will be only 1:4.5. Remember last year it was 1:6. So why was that last year 1:6? Because World Fund matched it by 100%. So if we have $1,000 matched by World Fund this year of 100%, that would be $2,000. Then matched by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation twice, so 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000. That's why it was 1:6 match. This year, though, starting July, World Fund will only match our polio contribution by 50%. So 50% of, let's say, $1,000 is $500. So that becomes $1,500. The contribution of 1,000 plus the $500 from World Fund. So $1,500. And it will be matched by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation twice. So $1,500 plus $1,500 plus $1,500 equals $4,500. Kaya naging 1:4.5. The club goals of $1,500. Again, this is cash. This is not from the DDF. These are cash contributions from the club, will be matched 1:2 by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So here you can see cash contributions are matched 1:2, while contributions from the DDF is matched 1:4.5. The challenge is to have an increase of 10% for the Rotary year 2021-2022. Next slide, please. So we got the Rotary International citation. Let's look at the regional citation. This is what's happening now. And this is still subject to the approval of the next trustee. Yes, that would be John Germ, if he will have the trustee for the region to continue giving the pins. There is a special recognition pin given to those who donated $1,000, but lower than $9,999. Now, this regional citation is an additional citation given by the Rotary Foundation. Remember, during the TRF night, you give to annual giving, you give to polio, you give to endowment. You are given the citation by TRF, the Rotary Foundation. But for polio, this is a new citation on the regional basis that you get a recognition pin. This is an incentive. So you see, the senior leaders now realize that we need to give people a pat in their back. But if after the region, there is still a chance to give more incentives. Next slide, please. So where will the incentives come from? From the district level. So this is what has been proposed on the district level. And this was discussed during our training and amongst all zone coordinators and polio now zone coordinators. They are launching this year, or some have already started, or some may launch next year, that the clubs that give, where all members give $10 are already a 100% polio plus giving club. So the banner looks like this, the one in the bottom on the right side. Now, we hope to launch, or whoever is the district would like to launch, the Polio Plus Society of $100 per Rotarian per year. This is similar to our RFSM, Rotary Foundation Sustaining Member. Just to give you an idea, we've discussed this with the TRF team in the zone, together with your DRFCs. They are in agreement to having this Polio Plus Society, but that time they wanted to use the term Polio Plus Sustaining Member para daw hindi ma-confuse ang mga tao sa Paul Harris Society. When you say society kasi $1,000. Kaya lang, remember this is on the district level, and because the pins are available in Russell Hampton, ito yung tagagawa ng pin sa US, might as well everybody's adapting Polio Plus Society. So why do we have to change it? And we understand each other when we say Polio Plus Society. It's $100 per Rotarian per year. So I'm going back to the district polio coordinators incumbent. Some are here. If they want to launch the Polio Plus Society this year with your transforming governors, or you want to wait for next year. What did, kasi we need to push until the last hurrah, until the end of June. If you get to launch it still this year, you will be like a charter. You will start it this year, and it will be the legacy of the transforming team that you launch your Polio Plus Society in Rotary year 2020-2021. And however, if your transforming governor or DRFC would say, let's just move it for the next year, for the life changers to take over, just the same, the life changers will have the bragging right that kayo ang nag-umpisa ng Polio Plus Society. Next slide, please. Another way sa districts, you can have district citations because ways of raising funds are through birthdays. Birthday of Shekar, our RI President-elect Shekar Mehta is in October. The birthday of Trustee-elect John Germ is in November. And Rotary's 117th birthday is on February 24, 2022. So this was like a rehearsal or an experiment this year. Club during the birthday of Holger Kanak early in February was able to raise $3,000 from $10 contribution of each member. And during, that was District 3860. And during the 117th birthday of Rotary last February, District 3830 was able to raise $7,000. So at least $10 was donated by the Rotarian. So what does this mean? It was one way of making Rotarians give at least $10 and hopefully achieve 100% polio giving club, or at least 100% clubs giving to polio. Then we also were able to raise funds through merchandises. Take a look on the right side. You would see our catalog. So 3770, District 3850, and 3860 sold shirts, their end polio shirts. District 3780 also sold their caps and their umbrella. District 3790 sold their shirts as well of a different design, but keeping the logo of end polio in red. District 3800 sold their mask. I'm sure they also had shirts, but what I'm posting here are those merchandises different from other districts. And then District 3810 had their pillows. And one thing here is some of the merchandises are generic. So we would encourage that you also have generic merchandises for other districts to patronize. 3820 had a number of merchandises, including the Avon sanitizer, where you can have your own branding, meaning put your club here, and the car shades, amongst others, and they also had the mask and umbrella. 3830 had the limited edition Seiko watch, and I believe they're still selling until now. All these merchandises are available. So I'd like our team, Zone 10A, Rotary Year 2021-2022 team, to discuss on merchandises. Are we to carry the same in your district, or you have other ideas? So we can all consolidate and we can perhaps patronize each other, because I know of a district who asked me if somebody was selling a cap, a red cap similar to what was sold at the Friendship Hall in Evanston during the convention as well. But let us be mindful on our logo. There is no round and polio logo. It appears round only in the Facebook profile picture, because when you put it in the Facebook profile picture, the shape of the profile is rounded. So that's why we see a rounded N polio now logo, but it is not rounded. It's still the squarish type of logo. And I know you had activities to raise funds for polio, like Run for Polio, Walk for Polio, Bike for Polio, Zumba for Polio, and tree planting for polio. Tree planting also addressed the environment area of focus. However, there were some districts who did this, but we never got any report. So we just want the district polio coordinators to follow through, making sure that the activities really raise funds for polio. One thing that we found out, there was one activity that used the polio as the reason for the fundraising, but never received any proceed. It was a club fundraising for their club's projects, and not a centavo was given to polio. So perhaps, I don't know, I will throw it to you. You may want to discuss on an agreement with the club that they are to donate how much percentage of the proceeds to polio. Magbigay man lang sila, wag naman gamitin ang polio for a reason to raise funds. It should be fair to all concerned. And then, next slide, Pe. While shifting to the next slide, just turn on your mic so it'll be interactive. If you have suggestions on the merchandises, please let us know. And I also understand the district governor-elects have agreed on a nationwide virtual ride. That is just what I heard. I don't know if it is true. Any comment from the DPCs? Well, I'll proceed. So, eto yung mga, will never go wrong with celebrity endorsers. It was amazing to know that Maine Mendoza had 18 million followers in her Facebook page. I'll have to get the data from Luca Pili, but during their charter anniversary, the mother of Maine Mendoza is with the Rotary Club of Mutya ng Santa Maria, where our DPC Lou belongs, and District Governor Dindo Berino monitored the likes in Facebook. So can you imagine the likes of Maine Mendoza of 18 million, and not to mention the Instagram. So I think we need to measure also the reach of all our promotional items or collateral. So for our posters from 3770, we have Maine Mendoza, and I hope she will continue to still be the ambassador, one of the ambassadors and advocates for next year. Next slide, Pe. From District 3820, we have Vilma Santos at the V. Next slide, Pe. From 3860, we have the mayor of Ormoc City, Richard Gomez. And I heard from District Governor-elect Ana Bumagat that Congresswoman, we will have a couple next year, Richard and Lucy Torres Gomez. Next slide. So this is he is still from 3860, Mateo Guidicelli, and we're trying to convince him to bring in Sarah Geronimo. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Next slide. So we have Babaero, Randy Santiago. He just happened to be a friend of one Rotarian, very good friend. And then another one is also, next slide, Gabi Concepcion, also a good friend of another Rotarian. So the more endorsers or celebrity endorsers we have, it could help promote our advocacy. So that's how short our presentation, my talk will be today. So your expectations on May 27, I will repeat. In the morning, this will be speeches and overview of each topic on the foundation, endowment, ano pa yun? Endowment, bequest, polio, amongst others. And then the next day will be our breakout section. So in our breakout session, I will be expecting, we do not know who will be joining us from the other zone officers, but we will be expecting you to come out with your, not just plan, parang meron na kayong specific idea on what to do for your term. So basically, that's it. Any violent reaction? And ito pala expectation sa atin. I know you receive every week 3 emails on Polio Plus updates, correct? One is from Joselan Nixon from RI. Another one is from past District Governor Oski Dividencia. So he's our past and Polio Now coordinator 3 years ago, and he just wanted to share the information. And although some are the same data, and the other one is from Reg Link. The difference in Reg Link's email is he gives insights on what's happening all over the zones. And you will notice that I'm very participative because I share what we're doing in our zone and what my thoughts are, my insights on the Polio Plus program in Zone 10A. In fact, just to share with you, I don't know how many feel the same way. We raised it, actually I raised it because the incumbent district Rotary Foundation coordinators asked me to raise it. If we are to be given a formula, how much should be given to annual giving? How much is to be given to endowment? How much is to be given to polio? And then we go back to the statement, polio is Rotary's top priority. So we're not saying it should be more than annual giving because we know people give, Rotarians give to annual giving because it comes back to them 3 years after for DDF. Now polio, although it does not come back in terms of DDF, it can be converted to your polio points, Paul Harris points and major donor points. And of course, we will save the world. We will make the world polio free. But there is a challenge because what I heard amongst End Polio Now coordinators during our breakout session, we had a common observation, and I don't know if you feel it. We are in competition in getting funds from Rotarians because, of course, annual giving also wants them to give. Endowment also wants them to give. So we're all competing for the funds of Rotarians. But if you work closely with your DRFC and agree with them that if they can spare how much percentage, it's really up to you. But we need them to understand that Rotary's priority is to end polio now. Your district governor-elects copy furnished, you were copied furnished. I even sent the video snippets of John Germ and Shaker Meta when they said Rotary's top priority is to end polio. So what was the answer to that question I raised on how much percentage? Again, it is a discussion per district. It's different per district because there are districts that would need more projects to be done. That's why they need more DDF. However, if they can show also that they can contribute to the polio, it would really help live up to the priority of Rotary that we will end polio. If the projection of Dr. Tunji Funsho is correct, And if you notice in the email on the polio weekly updates, the numbers remain unchanged since February 24, meaning Afghanistan and Pakistan had no new cases of world polio virus. If we keep this until the end of the year, hopefully we will be zero world polio free in 2026. WHO only declares any region, any country, or the world polio free after 3 years of zero polio cases. So let's keep our fingers crossed. That's why pressure is now on our year, 2021, 2022. We need to intensify two roles. Our roles are just two: to intensify the awareness and to increase funds. Basically, that's it. So any objection, any comment, please? I'm open so we can, I promise we'll end before 3.
May I comment on one campaign with Globe, because
Yes.
when I learned from Carrie that we can donate expiring points from Globe, I was able to get people to give their expiring points of Globe. Maybe on the average, 500 points per person or more. Now, ang concern lang, I think what Carrie told me was Globe will give them the check once they've collected everything, but it's challenging to be able to account for all the people who gave. That's why I was wondering if we will be talking to Globe again for any similar campaign to use Globe points as a way to give to polio. Then maybe we can do that on a per district arrangement. Because right now I'm still awaiting being able to get credit for what we gave, because we just add it all together and then ask Carrie to give our share.
Okay, Raymond.
Anyway, I don't know if the other districts use that.
The best person, I think Ricky also raised that concern on the credits.
Yes, go.
The
I have
best
already
person-
raised this.
Yeah, you raised it in our chat group. The best person to respond is no less than incoming district polio coordinator Mabel here of 3830 to clarify on those matters. Bell?
Hello, everyone. I don't know. First of all, Globe agreed to include us in their Globe Rewards program, but they are unable to differentiate by area. Yun po yung una naming tinanong sa kanila. They cannot differentiate by area. They just will give one check. And so it's up to us to differentiate it and then subdivide the check to whoever contributed. That's the cardinal rule. The second is that medyo pumalya po kami. Kasi this is what's happening. We haven't gotten DSWD permit for this Globe program. And this is actually a requirement from day one. Unfortunately, the person who Gov Chacha, our governor, assigned for it was her sister, Marisa Camacho. As you all know, Marisa passed away. And so I tried to backtrack. So ang sabi sa akin ng Globe, just let me know ano na nagawa nyo or whatever, and when will you be able to finish the application with DSWD. So I've been trying to do that, but I haven't been able to have any success. And so we're basically stalled. They're not going to release the check until we submit to DSWD requirements. I think I'm already on my third person requesting the person to do the paperwork for us. But I'm really, really sorry. But at this stage, like ako, wala naman po akong contact sa DSWD. Saka wala rin akong, let's call it, wala po akong connection to figure this out. So I've been passing it on to 2 other people in our district, and no one has taken up the ball. So that's where we are with this Globe. And nahihiya po kasi akong i-push si Gov Chacha kasi sister nga niya po na namatay ang dapat sanang nagtrabaho nito. So,
Yeah.
any
And-
suggestions?
Well, before
That's where
anything,
we are.
proceed to the discussion, we'd like to welcome District Governor-elect Art Cue of District 3770. Thank you for joining us, Gov.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yung mga classmates mo wala pa, baka busy sila. But anyway, you can echo it.
Yeah.
I just
Actually, I don't know about this meeting. I was only informed by Lou.
oh, it was like a coordination meeting, so we're kind of preempting what is to happen for May 27 and 28 for the district polio coordinator. And then the plans, because some of the goals are awaiting the approval of their governor and the DRFC. So that's why some of the goals were not yet submitted, pending. Pero since you're here, Gov Art 3770, congratulations for your district all-time high record this year, as your district was amongst the two that gave 20% of its DDF. So congratulations for that. And
Thank you.
your cash contributions, I believe your fundraising. So congratulations again. The increase was phenomenal. That's the word I should use, phenomenal. And for your awareness, you were able to get Maine Mendoza, one of the celebrities of Eat Bulaga, to be an advocate for polio. And I understand, I mentioned to them, her Facebook followers or Instagram was about 18 million. So the measure of its reach was made by Governor Dindo Berino. He was able to get the record, the data on how much or how many people that ad of End Polio Maine Mendoza reach. So congratulations. And I know we will sustain it with the tandem, your life-changing, Gov. So let's change lives this year also. Sige, thank you. Now we go back to what Mabel said. Mabel, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, we need connections sa DSWD, tama?
DSWD, sila po nag-i-issue ng permit
Okay.
for fundraisers like
Do you
this.
think we can ask the help of sa district nyo, past district governor Sunny Coloma? Hindi, no, I'll just throw names who has connections with the government, because in our vaccine campaign, when we needed to link with government, past district governor Sunny Coloma was able to give us names. So maybe you can reach out to past district governor Sunny Coloma. But if anyone also amongst us here know anybody from the SWDP. But one thing we know, as you said, Globe has a check. And this check of all,
Actually,
tabulated.
dalawa na nga po eh.
Dalawa
Kasi
na.
they issue it quarterly.
Okay, so it is all with District 3830.
No,
na.
we haven't received the check.
It's still with Globe. But
Yeah,
it
it's
is
still
to
with
be
Globe.
but it's to be given to you when it's going to be released. Tapos
But
ikaw
it's not gonna be released until we give them status.
Okay. Pero I understand in our last meeting, the district polio coordinators were to collect the credit.
Parang, was it given na to me?
And then may summary. I know Ricky had. Ricky showed.
I have a
Yeah, I
summary
have
of all
already
those who
forward-
gave.
You have po. Padala na lang po uli sa akin.
Actually, 2 times na ako nagpadala kang DPC Carry and of course CCC DRFC Mabel. Then actually I have received also a reply from DRFC Mabel regarding this Globe reward. So
Ayun si
Teka,
Mabel. Oh.
hanapin ko po. Hanapin ko ulit.
Oo. Actually, yung pinagmalaki ko in my RLGI talk, yung 5 minutes, sabi ko, nationwide, we were able to
I
partner
know.
with telecom.
In fact, we are approved up to December of they don't deal in rotary years, but in calendar years. So our contract with them goes up to December of this year. So it covers both the last the current Rotary year and the succeeding Rotary year.
Akala ko expired nung March 31, Bel.
No, yan po yung points, our individual
Expiring
points.
points. Instead of
Oh,
mag-expire, to donate it
Yeah.
to polio instead.
Yeah, kasi sa mag-expire, donate it. Yun po yung naging campaign po natin noon, if you recall. So,
So DRFC Mabel, mahabol ba natin na makredit yung Globe ngayon within this Rotary year?
yun na nga
Kasi
po.
some Rotarians already asking their what's the status
Paano
now?
kaya?
Yeah, I think we need to give them a proper advice what happened to their donation.
Ano
We're
kaya?
just saying it's still on hold. Maybe any of them can also help us out. Kasi I'm
Yeah.
also wondering why DSWD have anything to do with this. Kasi it's just
Yun na
instead
nga
of
po.
points being drained out, it's being
Yeah.
supposedly set aside. So I
Actually,
don't
even in
imagine
our
why
district,
DSWD has anything to do with it.
even in our district, we're saying it should be Globe who should apply for it, not us. Because, it's Globe who's giving the
point.
benefit, di po ba?
Yeah.
That's right. Because if it just expires, it's turned over back to Globe. See, that's the way it accumulates. Kasi syempre ang Globe will have to account for it. Kasi imagine how many points are just disappearing. And
Yun nga
that has
po
to be
eh.
accounted for. Sila yung answerable doon, hindi naman tayo. In fact, dapat nila i-turn over sa atin those that have been assigned to us. Kasi may option naman yung Globe na instead of mag-expire to donate it to Rotary. So I think they're the ones who need to account to us first that they have held such amount that should have been expiring. And then we'll just have ask now the question, what does it have to do with DSWD? I think sa akin lang, ang concern ko lang is I don't see why they have anything to do with our fundraising program.
Because there's
Kung
a
promotional
rule.
yan, DTI. Yeah.
There's a rule po about fundraising through, and it has to be registered or something with DSWD. May ganun eh.
Okay, so we just need to
Yeah.
find out. No,
Yes.
kaya nga, we have to find out if there is such. And kasi otherwise, imagine unnoticed yan. They are just expiring points. And it's accumulated by Globe. Kung tutuusin, yun eh, questionable yun on their part. Kasi it just expires and then ang ginawa na nga, tin-transfer na sa kanila rather than mag-expire. Parang float yan eh. Diba? Anyway, just my thoughts.
Yeah, and I think it was only in the latter part of the year that we saw some medyo
Upset lang sa
some deposited or credited to your account ba yun, yung district something. Sabi namin, then that's when in the later part, we agreed that the district polio coordinators collect all the screenshots of your credit and then is-summarize ng district polio coordinator para ibigay kay Carrie. Tama ba yun?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Ganun
gave us
po.
photo shots of their, once they assigned the points to Globe, they actually sent me screenshots from their phone. So I accumulated that and until now, syempre, tinatanong na nila ako bakit ang naka-reflect wala pa ring donation sa polio from their club when in fact, a lot of their club members actually did that with their Globe points. Kaya medyo, I hope you don't mind, pero kami rin ang fina-follow up ng mga nag-donate.
And this would also answer some of members who have not given to polio. Ito na sana yung points nila for polio. Yeah, let's look into that. Let's help.
Let's look into that.
If you have any connections sa DSWD, I'll also try to check kung meron tayong mga PDGs na may connection sa DSWD who can help up. But that's a good point, Raymond, ha? Why is it tayo ang kukuha ng DSWD na it's just a transfer of points for Rotary for a cause? Ewan ko. Let's see what happens after that. Okay, good point. So let us know on
For the end of the year.
yeah, end of the year then, true. If you have suggestions sa district nyo on merchandises, are you going to carry the pillows pa, Raymond?
Well, depende kasi right now we still have a lot of items. Kaya nga siguro kung magre-reorder tayo, depende kung may enough demand. So I'll find out if there's demand also outside the district.
Are the pillows generic? Kumbaga, walang
Yeah, they're
district?
generic. Wala.
Okay.
There's no district 38.
Wonderful. Okay. So it can even be as token.
So kung may interesado, they can
Yeah. If any of the
So we can
districts
do- we
are
can
interested
make that
to give it
available.
as a token, token for your district citation. Maganda yung unan. I think the neck pillow is about, magkano ngayon, Raymond, yung neck pillow? 300? 200?
300. Yeah.
O 300. Yung neck pillow. And we still get the margin for polio. Just coordinate with Raymond. It will be credited to whoever bought the pillow.
Yeah.
And if you would like, kasi this is another way to increase also donation come July. Sabi nga nila, lead by example. So baka sa July, the first club presidents who give their donation to polio, what is a certificate? Gawa tayo ng certificate, tayo for Zone 10A. To be signed by the district polio coordinator, and I'll sign it as the zone coordinator. Let's have a special certificate for the early birds, yung nagbigay sa July to start the Rotary year right. Malay mo, baka daming magbigay. At saka yung magbigay sa happy birthday, tulungan na lang natin yung governor. But the governor can have their own initiatives, like if I will share, Ricky, District Governor Rizal has a plaque for a club that has given 1,000. Ano ba yun? Rick, maybe you do the report.
Okay.
Governor Rizal.
Okay, Govris, since we have this RI challenge, if you will achieve the RI challenge of giving 1,500 RI challenge for clubs to give at least $1,500, you will be receiving an RI certificate, right? But in our district, Govrisel, aside from RI certificate, Govrisel will be giving a plaque of appreciation for those clubs who already achieved the RI challenge of giving $1,500 or more to polio fund. And of course, we have also this individual Rotarians contribute their personal donation of at least 1,500. Then Govris also give a plaque of appreciation, not a certificate of appreciation. And of course, I am very grateful to Govris by giving a plaque of appreciation also for those clubs who give at least $200 to polio fund. So that is our district challenge of for clubs to give at least $200 to polio fund. So naghatag po siya na nagbigay din siya ng plaque instead of instead of certificate of appreciation.
So meron discarded din yung governor. So for this Rotary year, yun nga, kung the current district governor will launch the Polio Plus Society, then sa kanya na yung pin. For next year, again, yung Polio Plus Society, it will be also the district governors who will provide the pin available at Russell Hampton. So there's so many plans, and we have a chat group. By the start of July, we'll include the governors already, kasi right now they're very busy discussing all their plans. We'd like to limit it amongst ourselves first, and then you raise it to your governors, or you share whatever plans you have. Basta for the summit, we'll have one Philippine Polio Summit still. It's come October. I'm just waiting for the go signal from our senior leaders. And for those who would like to do, yes, Maybell?
I just went back through my notes, and this is still back to the globe, no? I have the one of 3860.
Okay, Ricky.
It's a list for 10,000 ang total na points. Tapos I have a second list for 3810. Yun pa lang po ang nakuha ko. Am I missing anything? So wala naman.
Wala. 3810. Okay.
3810 and 3860.
Napansin ko, Mabel, sa 3860, dumami yung credits in the later part na when they understood. Because it was really clarifying things. Kasi paano daw ma-monitor, which Raymond raised. Pero because everything will be coursed through the district polio coordinator, kaya I understand what Raymond means. ila ang fina-follow up. So where are my points now? But sige,
Yeah,
we,
I'll regroup.
Yeah, actually,
I'll
Gobris
regroup and
also
figure it
asked
out.
me to
Ah.
follow up the Globe Rewards if kung ano na daw ang status. So sabihin ko, since DPC Carry and DRFC Mabel ang kung may coordination sa Globe Rewards, that's why nakita nyo naman siguro nagpa-follow up ako dun sa Viber group natin about sa Globe Rewards.
so at least this
Sige po.
clarifies matter na medyo naipit tayo sa DSWD. Pero
Oo
andyan
nga
na ang cheque, andyan na ang cheque. And by the way, I'm just finalizing my PowerPoint. I'm expecting new slides from RI. Once I have the generic PowerPoint, I will give it to you. Kasi kayo ang magsasalita sa district nyo. Okay? And then,
Ma'am, may one more question ako pala. This is my real question. My
okay.
real question is, I noticed your slide where you talk about $10 parang array for polio,
Oh,
di ba?
parang
$10.
array siya. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oo.
in that same slide, you mentioned the sustaining na 100, the
Polio
society.
Plus Society, yes, 100.
Society, $100. If you were to decide, ano ba po ang magandang strategy? Kasi parang, what do we push? It's very hard to have multiple messages for polio when people are not that used to having messages for polio, di po ba? Kasi kami noon sa district namin, first we were just, basta every club gives $100. Then we increased it to $100 for small club, $200 for medium club, $400 for big clubs. And then last Rotary year, Carrie started talking about 1,500. Actually, he did it one-on-one to the major clubs to try to get 1,500 per club. Well, not per club, but for a few clubs. So now, in our pets, we actually launched the $100.
Yes.
But now, I'm beginning to feel that the thrust is more the array. Ano kaya po ang maganda? Kasi parang if we have too many messages na ganyan,
The
we might
message
be drowning
is
out
really-
each other.
Actually, the message is donate to polio. Yun ang message. Donate to polio. Sometimes when you give little at $10, you will not consciously be realizing that you've reached $100. Kaya they came up with a level. Kaya ang district governor sana, meron siyang level of citation. Kung $10, then $10 minimum for the clubs, and the achievement is for them to be 100% polio giving club. Yun. Now, for the $100 per Rotarian, that's the Polio Plus Society. This is something like an RFSM, but it will not reach to $1,000 kasi hopefully in less than 10 years, world polio free na tayo. But the $100 Rotarian is parang another level naman, because when you give $10, you don't get that citation. You don't get a citation. But when you start giving bigger, $100, you get this level of citation sa district. When you give higher, $1,000, you get a citation from RI. And so, pang level yan eh. Depende what level, you will allow the clubs not to discriminate the smaller clubs. Because when you tell the clubs, oh, let's push for $100 per Rotarian. Yung iba, I know some Rotarians could not afford. They are happy to say that I've lived up to my role, my obligation to give to polio at least $10. Kumbaga, di ba sa array, $25 per Rotarian to make it an array club. So they patterned it, the RI leaders patterned it na at least $10 ang ibigay, and if all members give, then the club becomes like an array club, every Rotarian every year until polio is eradicated. Now, the incentive again patterned after the RFSM. If they give $100, then we give an award other than from the Rotary Foundation. On the district level still, a recognition pin, which the district governor will give to these Rotarians for giving $100. They will have a recognition. They will have a Polio Plus Society pin. So that will be something like a limited edition na lang if we start this year or next year, kasi ilang years na lang tayo maging polio plus mag-contribute sa polio. We're hoping we have less than 5 years to go. And then the next level na, kumbaga may tier tayo. We will not stop people from giving. We tell them, oh, eto minimum $10 kung kaya nyo. Next target nyo, $100 naman individual, and so forth. I don't know. You will know your district and you will know the clubs, especially the district polio coordinators who are reappointed. You will know already the giving of the Rotarians and the clubs. Matansya nyo. Kaya si Ricky, they thought of doing the $10, and then kasi dumami ang nagbigay ng $10, and without them knowing, naging 100% polio plus giving yung club nila. And then without them knowing, all the clubs gave kasi nagbigay, at least yung club in total, nagbigay ng $200. Di ba, Ricky? Ganun yun?
Yes, Gov.
All right. So if there are suggestions on what you would like to push, it's really up to you, district polio coordinator, what you feel is doable in your district. But we're giving you the option to do a tier, a leveling, kumbaga leveling tayo magbigay. Ano kaya itong club kaya? Siguro $10. Basta lahat ng members mag $10, okay na tayo. So you're 100% polio plus giving club. Yes, Carl?
Yes, Gov. In our experience, Gov, dun sa district natin, we started recognizing those clubs who gave $1,500 to Polio Plus Fund and the individual. So during the Rotary banquet last November, we gave them a certificate of appreciation. And then the more yung nagbigay ng mga clubs. So from 3, naging 8 na sila. Since na-launch yun nung TRF banquet, and the other clubs na hindi pa nare-recognize, we will recognize them on year end. So dumadagdag pa po. And with with our next Rotary year, ay also this year end magbibigay din kami ng array. So ma-start na para at least yung other clubs makita nila na may array pala for polio. So it's a preparation also for the next Rotary year. And then for the next Rotary year, with the approval of the district Rotary Foundation chair namin at saka si district governor, ang napag-usapan namin, we come up na itong aming yung fundraising namin, magiging district-wide siya. All clubs, all Rotarians, all giving $10, all clubs, all giving sila nung $300, and madagdagan po yung 1,500. So through the fundraising po.
Yeah. So yun, diskarte nyo sa district, well done. And nafi-feel mo, dati we were just happy with eto, 1,500 from RI. Anong matanggap mo sa RI certificate? So on the district level, why can't you add a certificate? We just realized, I saw it in the report of Ricky, the small club, nakatanggap lang ng certificate, parang wow, big deal. Really big deal for them. So, any recognition, kahit papel, if they deserve it, according to your plans in your district, why not? So you start with $10, and then next level, 100, and so forth. Before they know it, they've already given $1,000. Meron yung iba. Tingnan mo yung happy birthday, just ko umabot ng $100 without them knowing na naka $100 na sila. Bigay sila ng $10 nung birthday ni Holger Canak. Sa next, sa birthday naman ni, sino ba yun? Holger Canak, next sa TRF, February, Valentine's, naging generous. Sabi nila, I gave na $10, dagdagan ko 90 na lang ngayon. O naging $100. Minsan they don't know if you give butil. When they total it, they've already given $100. So let's see. Try to strategize. Try to, especially the new district polio coordinators, discuss with the outgoing ang sino yung mga clubs who are giving, who are generous, and who have potentials of giving, hindi lang naintindihan what this polio program is all about. Diba? So I know I said we'll end early, pero lumampas tayo ng alas 3. Doc Irene, you want to say something?
Yes, Gov, may we request you to have to sign if ever we're going to give certificate for each club who has donated any amount, we'll give a certificate. Now, if they give 100, we'll give them another token for Polio Plus Society, and then for the 1,005 will be a crystal plaque. So may we have your signature in the certificate and probably in the plaque also, so that it has more credibility. I mean it's more kasi you have your signature there as the zone coordinator.
Yes.
So is that okay with you, ma'am? Your signature?
Sure,
Okay.
Doc. Oh, basta
Okay,
hindi lang
thank
ako
you.
mapreso. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. I will give to you the email addresses of the suppliers of the 100% Polio Plus Society Club. Yung parang may bata na nakapatak-patak. So ready-made, and we just ordered according to John Germ.
Okay.
Has pati yung
Great.
Polio Plus Society. We can just order. Let's see.
Okay, great, Dr. Ma'am.
And then hopefully, if our local suppliers can do the same, then baka maging mura. But it's cheap. I mean, I don't know how much the freight and all, but the cost of the pin is only $1. So $1 or $2 plus taxes, I don't know, aabot siguro ng 100 pesos pagdating dito, which is cheap because our pins that we get from our local suppliers already 175 pesos. Yung rotary
Yes.
pin alone, di ba?
Yeah,
Yung
yes,
nakuha
ma'am.
natin sa Cabman is already 175 pesos. So if we can order in bulk and courier or mag-agree o ilang kaya ng governors yung mag-order. O let's order in bulk tapos padala sa isang governor na may cargo. We did that before dati. Who can handle the taxes, may customs. Anyway, there's so many plans. We can do that if we work together. All right.
Great.
Yes, Elmer.
Yeah. In our district, our strategy is, I should mention 3-tiered. First, we offer them 1,500. If they cannot afford it, we go $100 to Polio Society. And if they cannot still afford that, then go for 10. So they cannot say no because lahat na nandiyan eh. And by encouraging those clubs who will donate 1,500 to have older members donate 100 also, so they have the 1,500 certificate, they get the Polio Plus Society, and also the 100% Polio Giving Club, because at a minimum of 100, pati yung $10 kuha mo na. So you get 3 certificates for 1,500. So kung 100 naman, you can get 2. Polio Plus Society plus the 10. 100 Polio Plus Giving Club. So walang you democratize the award giving for Polio Plus, and it's very good for our campaign for donation to Polio Plus. Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Elms, meron akong assignment para sa'yo. Pwede mo ilagay sa table yan?
Sure.
Yung tier para easy for them, please.
Yeah, I will. Yes.
Kasi madali, 1.5 sa Rotary, madagdagan ng district, dagdag ka ng award. 100, eto. 10, yan. Soft copy lang, so I can add also what other possibilities.
Sure. I'll prepare that, give it to you, Dr.
Thank you very much. So any other matters? Basta mag-register na kayo. Registered na ba kayo?
I'm done.
Registered na ha? Kasi
26, 27.
wonderful. Gov June Farcon is going to call me tonight to check if you registered. So I'll just say you all here registered. Even Ricky registered. So 3770. Lou, nag-register ka na from San Francisco?
Yes po, naka-register na ako. Actually, initially, nag-register ako for the first day. But you discussed that the most important is the second day, which is the breakout session. So, inayos ko na po yung schedule, and so I can join also.
Wonderful. Basta nakita mo yung program, you will see that the first day are all the talks and overview yan, updates. Sa second day is yung breakout session natin. So
Yes
we
po.
see you back. And yes, Carl.
May confirmation po ba dun sa pag-register? Kasi 3 times na ako nag-register, walang confirmation.
Tanong ko, meron yata. Let me see. I'll look at mine. I forgot. If I have mine, I'll
Yung 3 beses na ako nag-register, wala pa akong
Wala ba? Sige, let me check. Sino ba nag-register dito sa inyo? Ricky, nag-register ka? I can't find mine.
Yes, Gob. Nag-register po ko, Gob. Pero titingnan ko ngayon kung meron ba akong natanggap na confirmation.
O, sige,
Ako rin registered na, Gov.
Pero may
But,
confirmation ka?
I will check also now that you mentioned.
Minsan, register, look at your email. I will look, ha? Thank you for bringing that up, Carl. And then I'll post kung meron talagang confirmation.
Sige pa.
Okay? So I'll see you on the 27th and 28th. And thank you very much. Group picture, Pe. Dami na tayo. Pe.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. One more. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Good
Gov
night.
Mean, can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure. I'll stay here. Oh.
Oh, sige.
Or you'll call me. Ano, you'll call me?
Ikaw,
Maybe. Ha?
kayo
You'll call
po.
me? Okay lang.
Sige, I'll call you.
Okay, sige. Bye, Carl. Bye-bye. Raymond, Lou, bye.
Bye, Gov.
Bye.